Alrighty, after like 7 recording tries. Oh boy, here we go. Making this DeathSlinger tier list as we reached the big P100. I already had this pre-recorded and then I went back and listened to it and I had the PS5 on, so all you heard was DeathSlinger just moaning in the back. I'm pretty sure people don't want DeathSlinger ASMR right now. So we are gonna go through his add-ons. We have S tier, which is the best add-on combo. A tier, which these add-ons can mix with S tier. B tier is great for when you're first starting out. C tier is your mid or niche tier or hard to make work. D is do not use. And we have a new tier, the prison trap. The prison trap. The noob trap, excuse me, which is prison chains. We'll discuss that at the end. And we're just going to go across the line here and work. So, barbed wire. Increases mending time by 3.5 seconds for the survivors. It is very hard to make this work. You can go for a mending build. However, it is simply not worth it. And it could add some slowdown, but it's such a hard build to make work that out of my 100 levels, I've only made this work once. If you want to use it, go ahead. I don't think you'll find much success with it. The cigar, A tier. Makes it to where whenever a survivor breaks your chain, or when you purposely break the chain yourself by making it snap when the bar fills, the stun duration is only 0.75 seconds. That's how long it's reduced by. A really good add-on. Extremely good if you're not comfortable with an add-on that's going on up here. I ran this one for a while once I got comfortable with another add-on up here. The tooth. This is the reeling speed. Do not use these. In fact, we're going to put all of the reeling speeds in here. These are all absolutely horrible. Do not use these. Reeling speed is not worth it. It does not work the way you think it does. It does not pull them to you quicker, which is weird. You would think it does that, but it doesn't. Now, next is the tobacco. What the tobacco does is decreases the stun duration by 0.25 seconds. This is great for when you're first starting out. When you don't have a surplus of other add-ons, use this one. It's great. Now the whiskey. When you ADS, your terror radius is decreased by 8 meters. However, Slinger's terror radius is now 32 meters. Used to be 24. You would pair this with the terror radius add-on, which is the Marshal's Badge. You would pair those with Monitor and Abuse, but because the terror radius is so big and you got to run Monitor and Abuse and then these two, it is simply not worth it at all. Hellshire Iron, one of the worst iridescent add-ons in this game. It is absolutely horrible. When you're reeling somebody in, you're undetectable, and then once they break free or you hit them, you're undetectable for 10 seconds. Problem. When they break free, you are either A, gonna hit them, or B, be stunned, and then you have to reload. This is not usable at all. Do not use this thing. It's horrible. It needs a rework. I would honestly make it to where if somebody's in a deep wound from your gun, you're undetectable, and once they mend, then they can hear your terror radius again. I don't know. Fix this add-on. Do something. It's horrible. Next is the Honey Locust Storms, which means they are inflicted with mangle when they break free from the spear. It's okay. It's hard to make work, but I'll put it below this. It's hard to make work just because Mangled, you don't really do hit and run on DeathSlinger. You really don't. He is a 1v1 character. Alright, Eerie Coin, his best add-on. Once you get comfortable with his long-range shots, his best add-on. And before, it used to be 16 meters for a sharpshooter, and now they reduced it to 12. So you'll know when you're going to get the value from it when you'll see the sharpshooter score. Now, the range of Slinger's gun is 18 meters, I believe. And the fact that this is 12 is really fucking good. Always use this once you get comfortable with it. Alright, Jaw Smasher. You ADS quicker. Not quicker, excuse me. While you're ADSing, your movement speed is increased by 1.5%. Horrible. You know what? Where's the other one? I'm putting the... Where is it? Where is it? Oh, there's another one that's horrible. Wanted poster. Yup. There it is. Same thing, except this is 3%. Don't use these. It messes with your muscle memory. And they're absolutely booty. Straight booty. Do not use these. Modified ammo belt. Great when you're first starting out. Quicker reload by 0.25 seconds. Really, really nice. This is the combo I would run when I was first starting out. Now this is the Poison Oak. Increases survivor min time by 1.5 seconds. It's mid. You can make it work, but it's extremely hard. You have to get a whole build around mending, and it's not really worth it. Like I said earlier, hit and run is not good on DeathSlinger. You have to go to somebody, win the 1v1 quickly, and then go to the next. You can't bounce between survivors. The like other high mobility killers. We'll say Prison Chains for last. Rickety Chains. This thing is funnily enough better than Hellshire Iron. Don't use it. It just makes your chain break quicker and you get 50% more blood points. Rusted Spike. Hitting a survivor with the Redeemer while they are being reeled in inflicts Mangled for 60 seconds. You'll get some value out of this, but the thing is with this, when you're already on a survivor, you should be downing them. Now, this would do hemorrhage as well. That'd be really nice, but it doesn't. Mangled ain't really good on him unless you do that hit and run playstyle again, which is not good on Slinger. Next, we have the Spit Polish Rag, which decreases the Redeemer's miss cooldown by 0.25 seconds. Great for when you're first starting out. Gives you a little bit more wiggle room. You're more free to do what you want. And it's good for when you're learning the power. Next to the tin oil can, you can mix this in with S tier. It's just the Spit Polish Rag, but better. It makes DeathSlinger feel a hell of a lot smoother. If you're not comfortable with Eerie Coin, which let's go ahead and put Warden's Key up there. If you're not comfortable with Eerie Coin, you can put this in place of it and make that your go-to add-on combo. But once you get comfortable hitting those long-range shots, do Eerie Coin. Eerie Coin and Warden's Keys. Warden Key makes you reload 0.35 seconds faster, and it's a must. These two are a must once you get comfortable. Or you could do a comfort pick and go these two. I know a lot of people aren't comfortable with Eerie Coin, but that's okay. Now the Noob Trap. This is my controversial take. From the tier lists I've seen, Prison Chains has either been here in C or A or B. But I'm going to say it's a Noob Trap. And the reason why, it's counterintuitive. What it does is it takes your chain 10% longer to break. Now, Slinger is really good at tunneling somebody out. However, Prison Chain can be a detriment, especially if somebody has off the record. Say you shoot them, and you have that, and you have your Prison Chains. You reel them in. You hear that they're not making any noise, so they got off the record, which now means you have to make a choice. Do you sit there and waste a lot of time in hopes that their off the record is gone by the time your chain breaks, or do you hit them and give them their endurance? It's counterintuitive. Plus, It also does not work well with Eerie Coin. Hear me out. Reason being, in theory, your chain lasts longer on paper, which is good. However, the teams that have given me the most trouble are the ones that are not scared of Slinger. They'll come in and body block. Say you hit that Eerie Coin, and you have purple chain. Sweet. You got the sharpshooter. Uh-oh, here comes the Smurf account Dwight to save his ace that's being reeled in, and he stands in the middle. Make a choice. Do you hit the Dwight, or do you try to curve around and hit the ace or whoever? All this does in my eyes is give the survivors more time to come in and body block. That's all it does. And I would honestly change it to where it increases your range by 2 meters. So 20 meters. Which is actually really fucking far. I think that'd be a nice little fun change. In terms of reworking these things on the bottom, oh god, good luck. I have no clue. I have no clue how to work these. Maybe make them actually come into you quicker. Whoa, pause. Anyways, that is my P100 DeathSlinger add-on tier list. I appreciate all y'all that were in the stream that got to witness this. And for all of y'all seeing this, I stream on Twitch, twitchtv.com/x1844 on my off nights. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to follow and subscribe to become a SEAL, baby. And I'll see all y'all in the next one.